Hey guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the management information system. So we are going to discuss the following topics under this video: MIS definition, functions of management, information and its characteristics, system approach, and objectives of MIS. So let us first see the definition of management information system. MIS or Management Information System is the discipline covering the application of people, technologies, and procedures collectively is called information system to solving business problems. So basically, Management Information System is a collection of people and various other resources collectively that perform various that help us in various business activities for resolving various problems that occur in an organization, and using such information system we can create or make appropriate decisions. In other words, we can say that management information system is a planned system of collecting, storing, and disseminating the data in the form of information needed to carry out the functions of management. So basically, we do use the information as a resource in an organization, and we collect it from different various sources, and we can access that particular information, we can share the information and can store the information, and we can utilize it in an appropriate way such that it is helping us in performing the various multiple activities in a business organization, like in planning, in forecasting future predictions, and in order to make strategic benefits for an organization. Now we can see management information system has its applications in various areas. So in various corporations, in consulting with a firm or as a freelancer, in government sector, in education, technology, entrepreneurship, and healthcare and non-profits institutions also. So management information system helps in different areas by providing the information from collecting from the various domains. That information can be helpful in managing the tasks and in order to fulfill the requirements of an organization in order to complete the objective. Now let us see what management and its functions are. So we can see that management information system is comprised of three words, that is management, information, and system. So let us understand all these three terminologies one by one. So management, first of all, it is the art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. So when we utilize people and other resources in a very formally organized way in order to complete the tasks, then it is called management. Basically, we can see, or we can take an example of our daily routine. So basically, whenever we are going to do any task in our daily life, we basically manage the things. Now, how do we manage the things? By planning and by accordingly working upon that plan. So this is what the functions of management are. So a manager of an organization itself uses the different functions of management, which are planning, controlling, staffing, organizing, and directing. So basically, we plan for a particular objective and we have a control over that particular objectives. So basically, how we are going to do those plans or how we are going to execute those plans, then assigning the different roles and responsibilities to multiple individuals of an organization, then organizing those multiple tasks in different modules, and then directing the resultant of that particular tasks in a positive direction so that it may be or it may create fruitful results for the organization. Now let us understand the another terminology, that is information. So information is considered as valuable component of an organization. Information is the data that is processed and is presented in a form which assists decision makers. So we know that information is a very crucial resource for an organization. Information is used by each and every domain of an organization, and using that information, the multiple decisions can be made. So information is such a thing which is obtained from the data itself. The data is collected from various sources, and when we execute that data, when we process it, it becomes information. And that information, when used, it can be used to make appropriate decisions. So information can be characterized or categorized as internal as well as external on the basis of whether it is created or generated within the organization or outside the organization. So we do know that information can be obtained from within the organization, that is from the various operational activities that are conducted within an organization, and as well as we can obtain the information from various external sources for various competitive advantages, like from various surveys and interviews, etc. Now let us see what all characteristics are there of information. So number one is timeliness, that is information must be obtained on time. If we are getting information late, then it is of no use. Then another characteristic is accuracy. So information must be accurate enough, it must be correct and must be error free. The wrong information may lead us to wrong results. Then relevance, information must be useful to us. Irrelevant information may not lead us to any appropriate path. Then we have educacy, that is information must be sufficient enough so that we can fulfill our task and can fulfill our objective using that particular information. Then information must be complete. Incomplete information is of no use again. Half information is always dangerous, so information must be complete. Then explicitness, that is information must be unique enough, it must be precise so that it can be utilized for that specific purpose itself. Then impartiality, that is information must not be of dual use or dual meaning, that is information must not lead us to any dilemma, it must be very much precise and clear. Then comes validity, another characteristic. So information must be authentic itself, and it must be such that we can use it for the proved and evidence when it comes to justify the particular data, then or particular results. Then reliability, that is information must be such that using which we can actually lead to the benefit. And then consistency, that is information must be received when it is required, that is in accordance with the time frame. For example, if we are going to analyze the data of we are going to analyze the data annually, but we have only worked for 6 months and the rest of the 6 months were idle, then the annual report will not be justifiable. So the data must be consistent itself. Another terminology is system. So a system is an orderly grouping of interdependent components linked together according to a plan to achieve a specific objective. Basically, a system is a routine, is a planned approach that we use by linking multiple objects together, collecting the results and collecting the data from multiple sources and from various domains that are interdependent and that work in cooperation with each other, so that when we combine it whole, it is completing the objective and goal of the organization. So basically basically system also has its own characteristics like organization, that is, the multiple schedule or tasks must be organized and must be in interaction with each other, interdependent, integration, and central objective. So basically, if we talk about a system, then we create a system for the orderly running of the tasks, and so that whenever it comes to the need of the data, or whenever it comes to the requirement of any type of information, it must be available. Now that information can be available when domains will be interdependent. So the multiple correlations that exist within the organization in a different domain leads to a system. Now we have system approach. So why we are using this system approach and why is it beneficial for an organization? So we can see first point that system approach to management views the organization as a unified purposeful system composed of interrelated parts. So various multiple domains of an organization are interrelated to each other and they are combined together. They are working individually, separately, but ultimately they are interrelated, and when they are combined, they are fulfilling the purpose for the organization. Then this approach also gives the manager to see the organization as whole and as a part of the larger external environment. So basically, even though the different the modules of an organization or the tasks of the organization are separated and are executed individually and in isolation, but then again, when they are combined together, they must be correlated and interdependent with each other so that a common objective can be obtained from the entire system. Then the various subsystems should be studied in their interrelationships rather than in isolation from each other. So basically, even though if we are working in isolation, then even every domain and every task must be interconnected, so that whenever it is necessary to combine the results, the interrelationship could help us, or could help an organization to complete the goal or to complete the purpose for that particular firm. Then an organization system has a boundary that determines which parts are internal and which are external. So basically, every organization is performing the tasks that are categorized as internal, that is, that are performed within an organization and are conducted by the people who are inside or are the part of that particular organization. And some of the tasks are also performed using external sources. So such external sources can be used in order to make certain strategies and in order to have the competitive advantage, and that can be obtained from various multiple external sources. Now let us quickly have the glance on objectives of MIS. So we have seen that management information system is combined of management, which is the managing of the entire task using the information, and that combines a system. So basically it has the following objectives: facilitate decision making, providing the essential information, providing a system of efficient and effective planning, facilitates the data storage, retrieval, and propagation, provides power to take advantage of available opportunities, incorporates the organizational structure and processes of a firm in order to better control the enterprise and maximize the information system's potential for competitive advantage. So basically, these all are the important objectives of management information system. So that is all for this particular video. we will see more about MIS in another video. Thank you.